On to race number 6 on the programme, 1200 metre dash here, Class 3 contest, headed by Calculation, who tries the 1200 here at Shartin for the first time. Super Hobby, 4th on debut behind Super Fluke. More first starters here, Lady Firsts on debut, winner in New Zealand. California Fortune as well, who was a winner in Australia. We've got Young Legend, who makes a debut for the Racing Club. And then working our way down to Mr. Right, likes to roll forward from barrier 9. Born to Achieve, more pace from him. And Master Viking, barrier 5, he might like to get rolling too.
Yeah, I think we'll get a bit of pace here because the likes of Mr. Right will inject pace wide. Born to Achieve can be a bit of a tear away. And California Fortune, of course, is making his racecourse debut. Has mustered pretty good speed in his barrier trials. And Young Legend could well be in a prominent position too. So I think good is a fair description.
Also went really well on debut with Super Hoppy. He trialled nicely before that debut run as well. Teton aboard here, and he's going nicely enough. As you can see in his track work, he's improved from his debut run. It was a good run, as I mentioned before. Iron Boy, now he showed lots of ability last season. Hasn't really lived up to it this season, but he's changed stables. He's now with David Ferraris, and I wouldn't be surprised with some improvement from him. He's a horse that sort of is showing a little bit more in the mornings.
All right, it's $15 at the moment, early stages. Super Hoppy is where we're going to start, though. 1 start for him so far. This was it, finishing in 4th place. Primero went round as well. Yeah, look, he got held up a couple of times here in the straight, and I made him a long shot on debut after the back of some really good trials. I still haven't worked out how he didn't get 3rd in this particular race, but he did as most long shots do, finish a nice 4th. You see, once he got through the gap there, Teton just straightened him up about here, and this was the best part of the run, I thought, because he just really about now flattened out really nicely, hit the line very strongly, and just missed out on 3rd there. So good run from him. He's come up pretty short. He's sort of a $6 chance at the moment, but I do like him again. I think he's improved from that run. Yeah, they went a strong gallop in that race. They might even go a stronger gallop here, so that the faster they go up front, the more it's going to suit Super Hoppy. All right, Super Hoppy, big tick for him. Winston's Lad finishing 4th, and we saw Iron Boy in track work. This was him on the course. Yeah, Iron Boy's been not quite at his best for quite some time. Winston's Lad's been a little bit unlucky with the gates at times at Shartin of late, and he wasn't particularly well suited here, but I thought he finished off very strongly. And again, he's another horse that if they go quick out in front, he'll be doing his best work late. He's probably not won as many races as he should have done given his talent, Winston's Lad, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him running on for a place. Yeah, I've got him in a place line as well. He won his first 2 starts here, and those are the only 2 wins he's had now from 22 starts. So he looked really promising after those first two runs. And as John said, he hasn't had much luck this season, and I think he's coming back to that sort of form. So. That was fantastic. 8 ran in that race as well, who won midweek at Happy Valley. Next one we're going to have a look at is one of the first starters here in Young Legend for the Racing Club. Low Latency was his name in Ireland. Yeah, he hasn't raced since June 2016, this horse, so hasn't raced for a long period of time. But he's 1,058 pounds, so he's been really well tuned up. You can see he's really pushed out here as well in this particular trial. Look, he's obviously got some ability. I'm just going to watch him go around in this particular contest, though. Interestingly, for an Irish horse, most of his better form there's on better ground, which bodes well for him here in Hong Kong, because often, you know, those Irish horses don't like the soft ground. Gate 1 as well, so I think he'll go okay, but I think he probably wants a tad further in time. All right, California Fortune would debut with the blinkers on. Fast Note Rock, 4-year-old, a winner in Australia. Yeah, 3 trials here. He's at 1,283 pounds, so he's a nice big horse, big strong horse. Went to the front. Now, Tony Cruz has given him plenty of work. They're putting the blinkers on first up and the tongue tie on as well. So, look, I've snuck him in on a 4th line. I think he's got ability, this horse. Yeah, I think almost managed to put him in. In the end, I've left him out, but he's one that I'll be slightly concerned about. I just think, again, that you look at him, look at his run style there, he might want to touch further, but he could still be a threat at 1,200. All right, he raced under the same name, California Fortune, in Australia. Lady First, though, used to be known as Sidestep when he was racing in New Zealand. He's a maiden winner there. Well, he's not a lady, for starters. And in fairness, this was quite a decent trial, I thought. So he just had the 2 in Hong Kong. He hasn't really been asked a great deal, either at the beginning or the end of his trials, so he's still probably a work in progress. But he's clearly got some sort of ability too, so it's an interesting one to keep an eye on. Yeah, by Zacanto, this one. He's had 2 trials leading into this, and 1,035 pounds, so he's quite well tuned up. He's come up favourite though, but I haven't found a spot for him, so maybe there's something I missed there. All right, I can see a few Little Britain tweets going out. Maybe if Lady First does turn out to be all right. But for the 6th, Paul, What have you got?
I'll stick with Super Hoppy. I did like him on debut, and he didn't really let me down. He ran nicely enough. I think he can run well, and he has improved since his debut run. Iron Boy will give him a chance to go a bit better at a bigger price. Winston's Lad, he can be running on nicely. And the other first starter, I thought California Fortune, I think, of the first starters, he looked the one to me, although Lady First has come up favourite. 3976, but I'll just be backing Super Hoppy to win.
Yeah, it's an interesting market. I wouldn't be too surprised if between now and Saturday things change a little bit at the top, but I'm going to go with Super Hoppy. I think the race will be run to suit. There was lots to like about that debut performance, and I think he's going to be quite tough to beat. Winston's Lad, I think, will go well. Turf Sprint found a whole host of blind alleys down the straight 1,000 last time. He's still quite well rated, this fella, and again, if they go fast, he might just be picking one or two of them off. Back in Black has barely ever run at Sharton in his career. He's made a fantastic career out of things at Happy Valley. Still one or two decent runs around the city track. I think they might just be bringing him back here just to freshen him up and try and rekindle a bit of enthusiasm, and he might go okay as well. But Super Hoppy on top for me, back him to win.